is the question. Kabe can still play it. Of course, Camille's a hybrid between a carry and a tank. She can go Trinity Force, but she'll also go Titanic Hydra, Spirit Visage, and bits of armor here and there as LGD.
Award fully cleared.
Newbee's gone for Deathfire Touch again. Doesn't want to have Thunderlords, which is a much more traditional middle lane.
The equalizer burned by Funny, so he lands the slow. Kabe going to look for the kill here. There's no flash. A powered auto attack's going to trade it back, but Kabe's doing some work. And solo kills Funny in the top lane.
Kabe has his Hex Drinker between these teams.
Yeah.
So really, we're looking at the item break points, and that's also a point where QG have a slight edge. Athene's is super cheap, and they're going top lane.
Oh, right when the flash comes off cooldown. Clid's going to fight on top of the equalizer, but he does more than enough damage. Another kill. They try to force a fight and answer onto Newbee. 4 members CC lock him down permanently, and he doesn't stand a chance.
Actually a fantastic CC.
For the turret, that's teleport being used, but the first turret goes down in favor of LGD. Minion wave is going to be stalled out, but they're diving onto Funny. Here's teleport from Godby. They're trying to kill it down in time as Kabe makes his way out. Teleport is canceled by Godby. And again, Funny is dead. And now, Spell Shield is ready. Bola misses, and now Clid has got to back away as that's a teleport being used by Funny. He's got the equalizer and drops it down. They're going to kill Clid very quickly as he's pinned against the wall. Ali with the flank pulls PYL forward. The 4th bullet. Oh! Catches Intruder. What a shot from Alone. But now Imp is on the side. Ali has got no flash, so it's a classic engage. Newbee is split from his team, and LGD will make him pay for it. They get him, and that's Ali very far gone. Trying to flank around. Ali is cutting it out as best he can, but Kabe has joined the battle. Camille has come to take her due. Tactical sweep is not enough, but he finally drops from the DFT, and somehow
Kabe has ult.
Imp is still alive. Does he have the spell shield timing to read this? He spell shields early, but here comes the Hextech ultimatum. Kabe turns it into an ace for Xiaogu.
The inevitable.
Godby occupied, but Godby has got his teleport, and LGD feel enabled by this, leaping onto Newbee. That's a knock-up. He shields, but is able to get out of the equalizer. Chase from Intruder. He gets in and gets right on out.
Now, Newbee actually used his tether immediately.
As Clid gets very desperate for a ward, almost certainly going to give up his life, or at least Ali is going to, as he flashes away, and the lead finally dies to 5 members of LGD. Newbee wasn't there, and Kabe, they race forward. Newbee looks for some aggression. Ali over the wall tries to follow up as Clid leaps forward right on top of an equalizer. And Newbee has to back away, but he's slowed on the top of it with no summoner spells. He burns down as Funny gets revenge.
LGD.
Alone are trying to get back out of here. He takes a quick lantern.
Imp's totally going to flash right now.
He's got it ready. He's got it ready. Almost off of cooldown.
Get him.
For Alone.
Get him.
Oh, but there's Godby. Nope, not Imp. He might chase forward here onto Ali as there he goes. Gets the auto attack. Hook onto Intruder is not enough. 3 members of Xiaogu are dead.
Them with an equalizer. LGD straight onto the Baron, and it's Kabe trying to stop it, which is impossible.
Yeah, no Hextech ultimatum isn't going to help against the Baron. Clid was racing there, but they decide to give it up. They're fighting. They managed to get that Infernal Drake, but Godby's chasing. He's got his ultimate. He jacks onto Clid, and Clid gets destroyed. There's the teleport. No, the recall from Kabe. He's back in base as Intruder continues to chase Xiaogu back. Clid at it. Snare catches Godby. As Kabe, gets his Zanyas onto Funny. Follows up. This is a condolence kill. Godby goes into the back and Zanyas. Are LGD actually going to throw this fight? They managed to kill Godby here. It's 4 versus 3.
Kabe,
they keep chasing. Kabe flashes but dies to minions. Imp is exhausted and pulled right back in. 4 versus 2, and the hook catches PYL. Ball's in your court now, Xiaogu.
I don't want to give you like a plot twist or anything crazy. I don't want to insinuate something wild here, Dom, but they...
Godby setting up a flank. Kabe's got teleport. They see the flank from the side. Oh, man, this is not a safe place to be. Get out of there. Oh, goodness. They actually catch the snare onto Godby. He's going to have to ult himself for Zanyas as they fight for the turret, but they don't get enough. Equalizer is dropped onto Alone as Clid joins in. And here comes the fight. Kabe has joined, collapsing onto Funny as they manage to kill him. But that's 2 dead as, again, LGD's push is turned.
Yeah, Clid didn't actually Guardian Angels from this point onwards, so now that...
Whoa! I've seen this play before. This was the exact same spot as last time. They catch Ali here. Am I having deja vu? This same fight is happening, but it's Intruder who actually gets the kill. Clid actually forces the fight, but Imp is there firing shots into the back. Kabe, no amount of sustain is going to keep you safe from that Imp.
Yeah, Funny with a fantastic equalizer. LGD still going.
Yeah, Newbee is split from his team, and with Clid leaping out of the brush, Godby's able to stall it out alone, kites it back. He's looking for the big grenade. Clid. He just needs one. Clid is there, misses his flash, as here comes Godby, lands in, gets the snare. Kabe knocks it up, but alone is firing shots, and PYL will eat the final bullet. Bouncing grenade is not enough. Alone has got the flourish in just a few seconds here.
Ready?
Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, he actually doesn't see him. That's a late recall, but there he goes. Fired into the black. Alone shuts it down. The ace for Chaogu.
Only one earlier, just like a recipe show, a cooking show right now. They're going to take down the middle lane. Inhibitor's going to fall. I don't know if they can outright end a game. It's only a small amount of minions. So yeah, they'll back away most likely after that. Fantastic turnaround.
Ping's going down onto the Baron. Ali has Intruder, but he's still so healthy. There goes the equalizer and teleport from Kabe. As Redemption tops themselves off, PYL goes down to the bullet from Alone. Kabe chases with a tactical sweep in midair. Very nimble. As Funny makes his way back into base.
Whoa, he's going.
There's no turret for them to get away from as Kabe follows up on the Funny and forces the Zhonya's. He's got a GA, so he's okay to do this, and is actually forced to back away from this as the GA has been popped already. But Godby gets the late Zhonya's. He tries to get some AoE and will be able to pop Clid, but the hook is not in time. Alone has got his bullet ready. Point and click versus an ability. 4 versus 2 right now. Intruder and Imp are going to have to do the base defense of the century.
Imp does have ricochets, though. He can try his best.
He's clearing out these minions as quick as he can, but it's just not enough. The shots from Alone onto the turret are huge. He spell shields, but Chaogu are on the Nexus. A huge crit drops. Imp and Intruder tries to get in. He will die as the Nexus falls, and Chaogu take game number 1 against LGD.
It's got to feel good to be QG to actually get this victory. It was a hard-fought victory, and it doesn't actually speak well towards their early game, but star players on this team. Between Syndra and Ari, Godby is, well, a god on them.
Well, hopefully he'll get the opportunity to pop off in this game as Newbee returns. Yeah.
We look towards those 4 people, or those 2.
Shadow Dash finds Newbee as he's healing and flashing, but LGD continue to chase forward. Slow to clear out his side of the jungle as Godby lands a charm, but gets a Chaos Storm for the effort of it. Kabe might force a fight once again. He drops the damage. The block is going to stall it out for quite a bit. Kabe gets first blood and might actually continue chasing onto Amy as the buckshot is tossed out. Kabe tries to get into the brush. He's in. There's no vision there.
Amy had that.
Godby's ulted. No flash. Godby's on his way over there. Hook shot to the turret. Godby chases. He eats the Spirit Fire and will go down, but Godby eats a big turret shot in answer.
Godby still has both of his summoners. He uses just the ultimate to secure the kill. Almost dies to minions, but again, they're just pressuring this middle lane. Newbee's going to push in, and Kabe
throws the tidal wave onto Amy. Shadow Dash onto Alone, walks him in. He's got flash, but here comes Godby. Can he make it out of here? He sidesteps 1, but dies to the second. That's 2 quick kills, LGD, as they send 5 bottom, but they will trade that first turret over to Chaogu.
The thing is, LGD actually has
down. Newbee just chucks a few hits, charm onto the minion. Nobody saw that Godby, that's fine. Newbee is just so aggressive in this. He eats a lot of damage as Godby gets in, but Clid will follow up. Stand United is not going to be enough as the Chaos Storm drops it, but Clid trades it right back. Amy's able to get a huge buckshot to the face. And Funny will zone the rest of Chaogu.
It's actually really challenging to kill them.
Yeah, so despite the 1-for-1 trade, Kabe was able to push a minion wave up. You don't want to do that, Kabe.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, gets the ward and just hops right over the wall. Amy follows, doesn't have to chase quite yet, but now he turns around, 1v2. Imp will follow up, but there's Godby from the wings. Collapses to make it 4-1-1.
He should have actually just used the explosion.
Finds alone, unprotected. True Shot Barrage finds only Clid, now Ali eats the charm. But this is a double front out of LGD. Kabe's almost there. Can they stall it out long enough? Ali goes down, but Chaogu are continuing to kite. Another Bola finds him, but the charm misses. Kabe can't make a.
He's fine.
This is a very late teleport as Newbee chases. He flashes up. Clid follows. They manage to catch PYL, and Funny's going to keep him safe for a short while, but it's not long enough. Godby's still there, and the fight resumes. Part 2. They manage to catch Clid with the quick assassination, but a laser nukes it down from behind. Tidal wave from Elite completely misses Godby. He's got the cooldown. It's almost ready. Charm onto Elite, and he makes it over the wall. Assassinates that Nami. They manage to drop Amy on the front side, however.
This is all about what Godby can do.
Oh, flash charm misses, but Kabe's on the chase. Hook shot is a pretty low cooldown if he's been maxing it, but he decides to
as well. BYL to be there in time. It looks like they do want to fight this one. Godby's ult cooldown is so low with blue.
Yeah, that's Infernal Drake taken. Funny lands a
Good
taunt
taunt.
onto Doinby. He's backing out right now as Clid gets pulled in and destroyed by Imp. Kabe separated from his team. He's almost got the ultimatum as Curtain Call is opened up in the back. Chaogu are going to try to protect alone as he fires these bullets and hits only 2 of them. Kabe zoning away the front, forces them both over the wall, but pursues shortly thereafter. Snare catches Amy, and he's knocked down and locked up, not to mention still alive, as Doinby finally fires the laser over the wall to trade it 1 for 1.
And Imp is constantly poking down at them, whittling away at their health bars. They now siege the middle lane.
Behind it in the tri-bush. They're going to see this as Redemption sets to top them off, but Kabe forces the fight onto Funny. Redemption actually misses. Do they have enough time to catch up to Funny as he drops a late shield but eats a laser? He's got no GA and gets popped by Doinby. They're going to find a knock-up onto Amy as they follow up a charm onto Kabe. Means Clid is trying to get around from the front, and it's Chaogu working their way front to back. Doinby continues to chase.
That's 3 kills.
Kabe chases it down. Triple kill is enough for Doinby. Kabe doesn't land the slow with his tactical sweep, and his GA gets popped. But what is that? Elise, unconscious, is flung towards the wall by her hook shot. Sorry, Camille. But that's still 4 members of LGD dead.
And they can go straight back to the Baron buff with only Imp standing. Yeah, the dead body actually was just going flying next to a wall.
Hilarious.
QG straight onto it. Kabe's tanky enough, even if Clid is not. And QG, they make the most of the teleport. This is one of the big power points and advantages that Camille can provide for a team.
Baron secured by
Shen here.
Yeah, there goes the curtain call. Godby can't find a way in as it's both Doinby and Ali working down the turret and body blocking for Alone. The inhib goes down as Clid leaps forward onto Amy and forces him back. Godby lands the charm onto Doinby. Do they have enough to drop him? They do. Imp gets that shutdown as Funny races in. Clid is trying to stall it out, but he is going to leap into the brush.
Again, this is when we said last chance. It's come around one more time because QG have played slow.
Another laser finds Imp, he sidesteps. True Shot Barrage finds Doin, but he's shielded up completely. Godby tries to get in, but is knocked up mid-dash. He's found a lead, but that's only the support. Yes, they get the 1, but Kabe is continuing to split push bottom. The super minions are keeping Funny completely occupied, and he's pushing 2 waves at once now. And
they're lucky, LGD, that they're able to get a second rotation of an Ahri ultimate, but QG are going straight towards the Baron buff, the natural progression of this game. Siege top, do it until it works, and if it doesn't, we go to the major objective. There's 3 people doing this, though.
UIL is on his way, and Kabe is continuing to keep Funny occupied. If he decides to stand united or teleport, he'll have to deal with that.
This is really scary for QG.
Clid's doing damage. He's able to secure it, but he might have to flash the wall, yeah. And Baron is picked up, now back on 4 members of Chaogu. Kabe's now overextended as Imp collapses. He's got the GA, but it's about to pop. He gets damage and dodges a lot more. And he's able to get the kill. Holy cow! Solo killing Imp 1 versus 2.
The Super Minions MVP there as well just knocks him out. Gnarly. It's item so bad.
There they go. That's the teleport onto a minion. Kabe's joining the old-fashioned way as Clid is looking for a flank. They've caught Doinby. Godby jumps out on the side but dies to Doinby. The bullets are being fired across as Funny eats a few hits too many.
That's
4 members of LGD are dead. Chaogu make it look easy as Imp respawns. And Doinby, despite having almost no health whatsoever, is going to be the one to finish this match off as the Nexus falls. Chaogu take the series 2-0.
In about a 3.5-hour 2-0 series. After the back of a potential Game 1 defeat, QG come in and they get the 2-0. Really simple closeout from them. Easy to execute, easy to play out. They get an advantage. And then